Hey cats, Eddbud here. Today I've got for you a prodirect running shoe bargains video. There's some deals aplenty, so let's get straight to it. Thanks for joining me on the channel today, people. Today I have the best deals for you from prodirect running. They got loads of bangers in terms of running shoes and apparel. I've picked out some of my top selections for you, and they give me a bit of a challenge too to see what I can pick out for under 300 Earth credits. Before we get into those deals, make sure you hit that subscribe button, but also give this video a thumbs up like. Danke schön. Let's get straight into it. Kicking off, we have a few colorways in the larger and smaller sizes of the Nike Vaporfly 3. Yes, the top end, top tier running shoe right now. This can be yours for 35% off the retail price. So that's $235 down to $152. That would have to be my first track on the prodirect running compilation. Now that's what I call good value for a race shoe. Volume 1. This Solero or Sail Cobalt Bliss and Total Orange is also in the same boat, with those larger sizes and smaller options available at the time of making this video. The white Deep Jungle and Jade is also discounted, though not as deeply. You've got 45 quid off that one, so a saving down from the retail of 188. All sizes available in that one right now. The Fast-r Nitro Elite from Puma is also discounted. I really enjoyed that shoe when I tested it earlier in the year. If you fancy delving into the Puma lineup, this one is more on the aggressive side there. Perhaps a little bit more tuned to 10k to the half marathon distance, and can be acquired in the prodirect running Black Friday discount deals for 133 quid, down from 220, saving you between 88 and 77 Earth credits depending on the actual colorway. Of course, you can invest that wisely into your Brussels sprout supply. A couple of different colorways in both the men's and women's version here. The Run 75 version being my personal favourite of the two, with the more muted sort of design elements there. That's banging value from prodirect. We have Puma Grip Light on the outsole, which to me has all the goodness of a nicely roasted potato, grippy on the outside and then nice and soft on the inside, without making the shoe too rigid or unforgiving. Potato shoes, one and the same. A Nike shoe that I've been tempted to test out, but haven't done so yet, is the Infinity Run Flyknit 4. prodirect have got some of these in stock with the React X foam. It's the brand new foam from Nike. Try to imagine some people wearing special white lab coats, and they're sort of pouring things into different beakers, and you've got React X. A cruiser with some amplified cushion and some stability elements too, with the famous wider forefoot to facilitate the finest of landings. The prodirectors have these discounted in a variety of sizes, from the black anthracite version through to the lemon meringue, which is actually called lemon twist, though I think I like my name better. Those are now 108 Earth credits, saving you 45. I recall the original Flyknit version of the Infinity Run. Good to see that series evolving with each iteration. Very usable shoe really, one you can log some longer miles in or run some easier daily efforts. And they'll be nice and forgiving on the legs when you're waiting in those cold winter queues to buy after 8 dinner mints for Eddbud. Particularly tempted I am in the Takumi Sen 9. Yeah, I know Adidas have got a new one coming next year, but that's the same for every shoe from every manufacturer, right? The Sen 9 is down to around £119 with the Black Friday sales at prodirect. The white, black and cyan is in almost all sizes and presents a great model for racing and training. Let's face it, some high-end athletes even have used these for marathons as well, so they've got the chops. The Light Strike Pro is amongst the most durable of the super foams, and it won't be like that tree that you bought from the local retailer that sheds all of its needles long before the Two Ronnies Christmas special. Continental in the outsole and a glove-like fit. That one's got to be high on your list for Santa. Wintertime is fast approaching, people, and I'm going through socks like there's no tomorrow. I don't have a GORETEX covered shoe right now. Every shoe that I take out is very breathable, it seems, or much more breathable than I realised. And I've yet to review the Pegasus Trail 4. So how about the Pegasus Trail 4 GORETEX? It's not a nay on the dark pony diffused taupe and picante red. I love this colourway, just right for the winter grind. Plus it's going to keep the old feet dry and debris free. What's not to like here, with a bargain price of 30% off of that $145 retail. So it brings it round to about £101. Great stuff here, and some particularly good trail traction available on that outsole to facilitate facilitate some less than firm underfoot fun. Lots of sizes available on this one, plus they do have the standard version of the Pegasus Trail 4 for about £68. Loads of different colourways of that one. I've always thought the Pegasus Trail series have had some slightly softer React foam in the midsole. Have you found that within your testing, people? Particularly the Pegasus Trail 2, I think it was. Really soft version of React on that one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. More deals to be had. If you're not too worried about having the most up-to-date version of the Takumi Sen, they do have the Takumi Sen 8 on offer. ProDirect have some excellent Black Friday deals on the orange and lilac version. Down to half price, 50% off. Same midsole as the Sen 9, slightly different upper, and at 85 quid it gives you a superb race shoe for any distance, depending on your build and the amount of cushion that you require. I found it easily enough for the half marathon, though I'm built like the Slender Man after a bout of the flu. Continental grip underfoot, and of course you've got those energy rods as well to provide a little bit of rigidity, but also some propulsion. Lots of sizes on this orange version of the shoe, but it's a little bit sporadic on some of the other colorways at the time of making this video. Oh, it's a real banger now. The Wave Rebellion Pro from Mizuno is one of those shoes that everybody's been telling me to try out, that if I liked the Primex Strung, I should get this one and I'll really dig it. They do have some pairs down by 20%, so that's 200 retail down to 160. I get constantly asked to review this shoe by some viewers. It does make me think, am I missing out? Do I need to pick it up? Quite amazing rear bevel there with the Energy light foam. Of course we have that carbon plate we can see from the outsole, in fact, and the outsole pattern there reminds me a little bit of the RC Elite from New Balance, that great fuel cell shoe. They should have stuck with that type of design on there. And perhaps even reminds me a little bit of the Reebok Float Ride Run Fast Pro. Do you remember that one? That was all about excellent grip but with minimal weight. So maybe it's time to pick up the Mizuno. There's a whole stack of running clothing too at ProDirect in their Black Friday sale. High visibility is what it's all about this time of year in the UK. Early morning runs and late evening sessions. So before the sun comes up and after it's gone down. You need some reflective elements to stand out when you're running around Penn Mill Trading Estate. The Run Hill Tech After Hours jacket is down to 51 quid from 85. Lots of sizes available with wind resistance and rain resistance too. Could make for a good option if you're after something with really great visibility, but you don't want to drop some serious cash. You also have a long sleeve version of that too, which is reduced from 43 quid to about £25 in all sizes. So if you don't want the bulk of a jacket without the hood and stuff, then that's the one to go for. Last selection from me is a Puma Run Favourite AOP woven jacket, down to about 38 quid from 55. I've been using one of those since my trip to Boston with Puma in April. Really love the fact it's quite lightweight and still breathable. Some of those running jackets feel a little bit constrictive. This one's got some reasonable pocket space and the hood actually stays where it needs to be. Quick to dry as well. So many of these jackets take ages. Literally hang this one up in some reasonable heat and it's soon dry. As I mentioned earlier, ProDirect challenged me to pick out some items from their Black Friday sale for under £300. So here are my selections. The Ron Hill high visibility top had to be on my list, so I think this one was about $25.80. I need as much reflective and bright clothing as I can get right now, certainly training in the winter. All my local routes and runs are practically in the dark, so this will at least make things a little bit safer. It's incredibly mild as well, so the long sleeves not going to make me too warm. Loads of reflective elements on here as well. People are going to see me coming, and that's what I want. Second is the Nike Pegasus Trail 4 GORETEX. This one's very much going to be used as a winter tool for me. You know that we're going to get a harsh winter. There's going to be lots of wind, lots of rain, and some cold temps. I haven't got anything in my shoe arsenal that's quite like this, so it's a real standout. There's some serious outsole lugs here, especially in the heel of the shoe. So glad to add this to the list, the Pegasus Trail 4 GORETEX. I had to do it, people. The last one up on the list, the Mizuno Wave Rebellion Pro. In hand, what a shoe. It really stands out as well. I love the colorway. It looks better in hand, in fact, than some of the images that you see on the internet. The lines here really pop. It is crazy light as well. 160 Earth credits for the Wave Rebellion Pro from Mizuno. One of those shoes has just been on the list for ages for me to try out. Check out that design, it's insane. So bizarre, I just had to try it out, and I love the upper so far. Beautiful. Reminds me in some ways a little bit of the Metaspeed Sky Plus upper. So that's a grand total of £287.30. I've got an all-weather trainer there, something to brighten up the winter, and a potential race beast or something for the higher tempos. What would your selections be from the prodirect running Black Friday sale? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. Quick musical interlude for you. Really cool to see Kurt Vile has got a new album out. It's entitled Back to Moon Beach. Lots of drum machine stuff on this one actually. Really cool to see him going back to that. Do like some of his early work when he's using some of those programmed rhythms. Best track though so far is his take on Must Be Santa. Kind of weird, there's like 9 tracks on here and one of them's a Christmas song. I guess he's released it just at the right time for people to get into it. Oddly, Kurt Vile's voice really suits this track. Kind of hazy and kind of a little bit wonky, but it sounds great. There's even a little bit of slide guitar in there, here and there, just to spice things up. Good to hear one of the sort of more modern acts, you know, the alternative acts doing a Christmas song. Hasn't been one for some time. So go and check out Must Be Santa by Kurt Vile. Must be the DPD delivery man. Thanks for tuning in, people. Remember to hit that subscribe button, but also give this video a thumbs up like. It really helps out. My name's Eddbud, and I'll be seeing you